Hi guys, so good evening and welcome back to my magical world. It's me, Frostbite, of course, your favorite celebrity here in the Philippines. It's 11:20 in the evening and today is February 25th, 2026, Wednesday. So the day is um smooth. I got smooth transaction today and I don't know, it's just whenever I see Doc. Um, no, I don't know. Maybe it's because Wednesday or I'm not really sure. But I always go there on Wednesday. It's not that I intend to. It's just that it's the timing. It's perfect timing, guys. So when you go to some place and you had a really smooth and easy transaction. So it feels like that a while ago, and yeah, I don't know what's wrong with people. The last time I went there, they were telling me that I was so thin, and now because maybe of my um, clothes or I don't know, guys, they say I'm a bit fat. So I don't know, and I don't care. Um, I usually don't comment about it, but paano na lang guys pag sinabi kong, ay guys, mas pumangit kayo, pati yung ugali niyo. Then just kidding. So I'm not like that. I usually don't comment because I think I get used to like receiving a lot of comments since I was young. So I think I mastered it, or maybe I just don't give a fuck at all. Anyways, let's read today. We're going to read page 47 and 48. Taray, daming time. I don't know. Let's continue. So the topic for tonight is abuse. I'm pretty sure you and I both know you. If you are watching my video, we've been I think somehow, somewhere in our lifetime or in our existence, we experience this one at home, at work, in relationships. So yeah, let's discuss it. Ayoko sana magmadali guys kasi feeling ko pag nag-video ako sobrang nagmamadali ako. So I wanna take it slow but I'm also doing something because later is a fuck it Friday, let's do it. So tomorrow is a significant day for transition. You know that. Okay, let us let's start. So, with the reminder that this book is not telling you how to align your moral compass, it is necessary still to mention the most people consider abuse to be a bad thing. So, the issue is how to define abuse. Ano ba yan? So, you have almost certainly heard the phrase abuse of power, consider something that most people would place at the worst end of the spectrum, such as the sexual abuse of mentally handicapped minors. It is abuse on multiple levels because the minor has a number of vulnerabilities. Significantly, parents and guardians of these individuals are in position of trust to protect these individuals. They have little defense against and lack judgment to understand the ways in which sexual abuse can impact their psychology. So I'm so sorry if you have under or if you experience worst of this. Because some of the people experience minor. If you're lucky, if you have a safe environment all of your years, you are so lucky you don't get to experience this. So you probably won't understand how it feels. So good for you. But I think most of us don't grow in a safe environment or safe surroundings. So we kind of strive in chaos, which is not good, and it has a lot of impact on our psychological behavior overall. Okay, wait lang. Okay, so it's an awful, sobering thought to establish the extreme end of the abuse spectrum. At the other end of the spectrum, there may be more nuanced or controversial examples of what people call abuse, such as ordering an extra portion of fries when charging a meal to the company account. It's an unnecessary indulgence which allows the abuser to benefit excessively from the trust they have been given. Taking these even further, it's possible to draw into question the nature of business relationships. You might consider the idea of someone sleeping their way to the top to be dismissive. Wait lang guys. Okay, let's continue. However, how is it possible to reconcile personal relationships where one person clearly has power over the other? For example, a boss and an employee with ideas of the abuse of power. Are these relationships possible without elements of abuse? A person may naturally be drawn to their boss due to the power they hold, as has been established. At the same time, it may be impossible for a boss to enter into a non abusive relationship given the inherent vulnerability of their employee. Perhaps it is completely possible to separate work and pleasure, but these situations are sticky, to say that. So, more pertinent to the times, it is possible to draw comparisons to the role of a casting director. The Hollywood movies, many people have said that it is inherently wrong for someone who has power over another. They can help their progress towards achieving their goals. To enter into a romantic relationship, isn't it the case that in some of these instances, aspiring actors are throwing themselves at people in positions of power? The implication then is that power brings responsibility, certainly that carries an element of truth in the eyes of many people and much of the media. Once again, you will need to decide that constitutes abuse in your eyes. This may be defined by the blah, 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 by the potential victims of your actions, in which case you might not view a large corporation as a particularly tragic casualty and order that extra basket of fries. Additional food for thought would be to what consider what makes a person vulnerable, whether or not it is truly possible to decide that a person is not vulnerable. If you successfully manipulate another person, then surely to some degree they are vulnerable, if only to your cunning. So for me, like all of you guys who are um siguro less than 25 or 25 and below years old, okay, you're vulnerable to a lot of different kinds of abuse. So I hope and pray that, you know, the angels and the heavenly bodies will protect you at all times, because it happens because of your innocence, and it's not your fault. It's just the way things are. um yeah, and your stupidity, because ignorance. It's not that I'm telling you that you're an idiot, but um you have some people don't learn unless they experience things or chaotic situations. So you really gotta be careful with dealing with people. Some humans are not humans, they are evil. So I hope all of my viewers won't, meet them, or they won't teach you lessons that you have to go through and heal from. So things like that. So thank you guys for listening. Thank you for helping make this world a better place for all of us and for the future generation. I'll see you again. Siguro tomorrow morning kasi, you know, I will see you again.